Alright guys, this might be something we need to talk about. Call me whatever you want, dude, but I've had easier times with Apocalyptic Shadow and Memory of Chaos. Those endgame modes, dude, they're fine. I think they're fair. I think like whenever I lose, like sometimes it is RNG, but sometimes it is just me playing wrong. Pure Fiction, man. I feel like it's such a character check. The RNG is so insane that there's sometimes that I do Pure Fiction, I do the exact same thing that I did last time and I beat it, and then I didn't beat it before doing the exact same thing. I hate Pure Fiction. But dude, you know, I don't go for Jade because like I'm not gonna pull a character just because of like an endgame mode. No. And I'm not going to go for Rappa just because it's their edition. It's going to be huge in Pure Fiction, and she's actually going to make, like, she's going to be better than Firefire for Pure Fiction as far as, like, the break DPS goes, right? I think RNG in Pure Fiction it's crazy. Like, I think Pure Fiction is literally just a character thing, and I hate that, dude. I really hate that in games. I think there is a limit to how much you want people to build the perfect team to beat something. I think the elemental thing in gacha games like this, dude, the team building aspect, I think there's a limit to that. Like, you need to build a decent team that works together. I think that's something that the game should make you do. But having the right elements, having the right characters, that should just be a win more situation instead of like you really need this or else the RNG is going to completely crap all over you. It is what it is. But let's read this. I think this is, yeah. I think this is good. Right, I am very, very happy with this, and to my point, apparently they're changing it, but let's see what it is. Hi, Trailblazer. In this issue, we'll be bringing you a preview about the gameplay updates coming to version 2.7's Pure Fiction game mode. Pure Fiction gameplay update review. Since Pure Fiction went online on version 1.6, lots of version updates have passed. Now, the Express crew anticipates the update to come for Pure Fiction version 2.7. After Pure Fiction update, every period stage effects will turn into different grit mechanics. Okay, activate grit mechanics in battle to accumulate grit value. After accruing sufficient grit in combat, characters will enter a surging grit state for a period of time. While in the surging grit state, characters will obtain powerful buffs. So you're just buffing me? If it makes the character check a little less crazy, sure. Oh, like the Luca event, I think. So, okay, so that's something I actually really like. You give me a mechanic to do, and I strategize my team around fulfilling the mechanic that you're giving me to do. I'm playing the game according to what the game's challenge is right now. Does that make sense? So, and then you were either punishing me for not doing it, or you are rewarding me for doing it. That's how I think games should be played, guys. Must be my MMO mentality, you know, over 20 years of playing MMOs. Yeah, I'd love to hear comments on this and what people think. Kind of like the Luca event. I absolutely agree. I think it is kind of something like that. You can accumulate grit quickly, various grit mechanics. Yeah, so the grit mechanics is what the game wants you to do, and you accumulate the grit by doing the mechanic. Makes sense. Synergize your buffs to deliver crushing damage while in the surging grit state mode or efficiently defeat enemies. So this, what it's saying, it can make up for the fact that you don't have Jade, or that you're not going to go for Rappa. Because realistically speaking, we have Archeron coming later, dude. Archeron's my favorite character. I'm gonna go for her Eidolons every single time she comes out, right? Like, I get it. I agree that the endgame needs to be designed around the character that is coming out. But it should just make it easier and not an RNG crap fest for you to actually be able to clear whatever's out. Like, sure, let people get their money's worth from the characters that they're pulling right now, so that the Pure Fiction, like if you pull for Rappa, if you pulled for Jade, they're really, really good, and they make your life a lot easier. But the way it is now, man, yeah. I'm sorry, I don't think I'm the only guy talking on this, dude. I really don't think I am. But anyway, let's continue. Additionally, the Express crew has also adjusted certain enemy mechanics in Pure Fiction. When engaging in combat after the update, the non-boss enemies will also continuously refresh. Aside from dealing direct attacks, you can decrease the HP of boss enemies by a certain percentage through defeating the non-boss enemies. Defeating non-boss enemies efficiently will quickly reduce the boss's HP. After defeating the boss enemy, the next wave will begin. Okay, awesome. So yeah, listen. This might happen to you guys too. I always focus on the ads, because the ads just give me more points. Like, yeah, sure, the boss enemy is going to give you a ton of points, but I've just found it way more consistent to focus on the ads and keep killing the ads, completely ignore the boss, because that is just much easier for me to get to the allotted points that I do need for both phases. So why is the boss even there? Like, she doesn't really pose a threat. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, enemies in Pure Fiction don't hit as hard as they do because of just the way the thing is designed from the ground up. So, like, if I'm just gonna ignore the boss and I'm just gonna focus on the ads, then what the f is the boss death in the first place? And like, I don't need to kill the boss to clear the content. Yeah, the boss HP is huge. I think that I only killed the last boss like 1 or 2 times. Yeah, like I think I have completely, on the last node, I think I have completely killed the boss whenever I do have the character. So when I pulled for Argenti and I did get Argenti, I killed the boss, right? Because I had Argenti. Of course I would. But exactly what you're saying, like the boss has so much HP, dude, doesn't really do anything. Why are you even there? This is really good. This is very good change, by the way. Exactly because of that, right? Very good change, because it rewards you for killing, like the boss probably is still gonna have a ton of HP. I think that's the way they just want to do it, but they want to reward you for doing the things that get you points, which is killing the ads. This doesn't change that much. You are still going to focus the ads. It's still focusing the boss. That's still going to be the thing that you should do, but at least you get more rewarded for doing the thing that you see is actually better to do. It is kind of counterintuitive, man. Like whenever a boss shows up in an RPG or any game, your idea is to kill the boss. Sure, in MMOs we kill the ads first, I get it. But since the ads never stop, then you want to eventually be also dealing damage to the boss. But because the ads are what actually are giving you points, you just ignore the boss, kind of. I think it's cool. And I'm saying that when you're not using your addition characters. That's the thing. When you're using a Firefly team, when you're using an Arkarod team, you're using teams that don't focus on every single character. Because when you use the characters that they do freaking want you to use, which is your addition, then you're going to attack every single character anyways. I get it, right? So the boss is going to take damage anyways, but it's like, this is a very, very good change. Come on, there's like, who doesn't like this, right? Let's be real. It was also annoying. If you killed all the ads, if you did kill every single wave, then the boss was there, but your team is freaking Argenti and Herta or something like that. You're not going to have the single target power to be able to actually kill that boss anyway. So why are you even there? Exactly. Completely agree. Objectively speaking, this means when you play Pure Fiction after the new update, you just won't run into situations where you find it. There you go. That's exactly what Chet said there. Exactly. So yeah, you're not going to find a single boss enemy standing around alone in the battlefield, or moments where leftover non-boss enemies cause bosses to be undefeatable. That was a huge issue. Huge issue. Point accumulation distribution adjustments. After the Pure Fiction update, Trailblazers will obtain points based on the amount they reduce from the boss's enemy's HP. Yeah, this is huge because you had to kill the boss to get the freaking points. At least what I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. Additionally, on the basis of the content update above, the scores you can obtain from beating the first, second, and third enemy waves will be 8,000, 16,000. What this basically means is that you're able to get 40k on each of the phases, and you still need 60k to clear it, right? Okay. I actually don't know what it's like right now, like how much you can get per wave. Apparently it's different. Yeah, but this looks easier. I don't know if it is. Yeah, maybe the last wave was worth a lot more than this, but this seems like a good, I think they're, if I am understanding this correctly, I think they're just giving more points to the earlier phases than the last phases are worth, right? Right now the third wave has more points, and after the patch 2 is going to give more points. Apparently, yes. So that's what it means, yeah. Pure Fiction is one of the 3 permanent game modes, such as the Express crew greatly values the Trailblazers feedback. We hope the updated Pure Fiction will offer Trailblazers new experiences, and also welcome Trailblazers to share their thoughts and responses with the group. Thank you for continuing to support Trailblazer. Now, to be fair with you, I've always hated Pure Fiction, but this is really freaking good, and it shows how good the community is about actually seeing what's wrong with the freaking endgame and actually speaking out about it. And this is very, very good and positive reaction from the devs, dude. I gotta be honest with you guys. We critique the games because we love them, and it's really, really, really cool to see the devs like putting their work in action and actually doing something about it. It's gonna end this video with Genshin Would Never. Yeah, so if you guys are watching on YouTube, then thank you for watching, man. If you like these laid back kind of reactions, like to gacha stuff, I'm your boy, man. Oops. I mean, boy, consider giving a like and a sub if you like this kind of content, dude. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy, ktsu. Signing out.